Hi, this is Pastor Bob. Welcome to another edition of Pastor Bob Daily. I have a question here from Simon, and he says, I wonder about the subject of faith in Jesus. Sometimes I run into angry people who talk about Christianity as a sickness or a disillusion. I've tried to reason with them. Sometimes I end up with a good conversation. Sometimes it ends up horribly. I understand. Well, there are people that see Christianity as sick and delusional, and I understand where some of them are coming from. Let me explain. There are a lot of people in this world that have had really bad encounters with Christians and the church and what they perceive as encounters with God. There's a lot of them around. And it isn't usually because they've studied. Some feel like they have. But it's usually because of experiences. And sometimes those experiences lead to study. I have friends who have left the faith. And for most of them, they left the faith because of how they were treated, or because people let them down, or because they found out that some people weren't as perfect as they thought they were. And that's why Paul says, please follow me as I follow Christ. Because he knew that if they just followed him, they were in trouble, as we all are. So here's an important thing, folks. We need to make sure that we have a great relationship with Jesus, that our relationship is solid, and that we have something going on that's based on grace and freedom like Christ died for. And when you do, you are a living testimony. You see, it isn't just about what you talk, it's about what you walk. You have to walk the talk. And it's important that when people ask you those questions, that they can also see your life. And when they say, oh, I believe that Christians are sick and delusional, I can say, I know a lot of Christians that I think are a little sick and delusional. I just don't happen to be one of them. If you want to talk about my experiences, I'm happy to talk about it. If you want to talk about the experiences of everybody else that's a Christian, I can't necessarily speak for them. But I can sure talk to you about it. And I think that's where you start, folks. And it isn't just about what you have to say, it's about who you are. And there are all of these classes around on how to witness and how to be an evangelist and, all of these things. And I guess they're okay in their own right, but they miss a really big point. And that is that, it just matters so much more who you are than what you say. And if I were going to do a class on evangelism, I'd probably start there. I'd say, who are you? Who are you in Christ? How has Jesus Christ transformed your life? Now let's talk about how to take your honest testimony and present it to another person. Because see, that's where it's all about. That's what it's all about. And folks, if you don't have that kind of relationship with him, if your life is in turmoil, if you don't have hope, if you're depressed all the time, and you call yourself a Christian, well, honestly, I don't want to be like you. See what I'm saying? Folks, there is victory in Jesus Christ. There is peace in the middle of a storm. And either those things are true or they're not. And you have to decide that and experience that for yourself. I'm a Christian today after 55 years of being a Christian because God continues to prove himself to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't, because I'm a realist. But it's my experience and my dedication and my faith that he's given me that keeps me going every single day. And that's my testimony. What's yours? God bless you. Have a great day.